It's the Dace Man Show, featuring Gibby, Frank Ward, Cheever, Tips, Sir Nicholas Andrew, Frank Klein, Chris Bumpadre. This is Travis Goss welcoming you to the Dace-tacular basement in Daceford, New Jersey with your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace.
Fuck you, Gibby. Welcome back to the Dace Man Show. I am Chris, the Dace Man Dace. Back in the basement. I was in Connecticut. I have made it back to Jersey. But joining me, Chris Bumpadre.
How's it going, everybody?
Then, you know, the tornado hit and tried to get rid of us again.
That was D&D.
Yeah, but that was still after.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like, you were still there.
It's a figment of your imagination.
Mother Nature tried to get rid of us that time, so.
Yeah.
And Trish.
Thanks a lot, Mother Teresa.
Gibby bailed as per usual 5 minutes before the show. So fuck him.
Boom.
And I got nothing.
See you next week.
Yeah. I don't think anything exciting happened over the weekend because E3 was last week,
Right.
and most of it wrapped up Tuesday.
Yeah, most of it we did talk about.
Yeah.
Well, there was the one thing that you brought up, which was Crash Team Racing.
That's true. It's coming out this Friday, featuring
Something to drink.
something to drink.
It's so hot in here.
I know you're excited for it because you love the original.
I do. I am thrilled. We played it a little bit at the Gameathon. I put it on, beat one of the courses, and then walked away.
It sounds familiar. I didn't play the original ever, so I don't know about it.
It's a better Mario Kart.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I said it.
All right. We'll see how.
The dynamics and everything, like the weapons, the story mode behind it. Like, there's a story mode, which
well, that's
Mario
cool.
Kart doesn't do.
But I'm excited already. And now I have to pre-order it.
Yeah.
And then buy it.
Yeah. I don't know what you get for pre-ordering it.
I don't know either.
I think I got a car air freshener with Crash's face.
That's
cool.
I don't know what I get
I prefer a theme
at
that I can
pickup.
forget.
There you go. I would actually put up the Crash theme on my PlayStation. I have Spider-Man right now from that pre-order.
Give me a Spyro, right? Because something always shows up Spyro when Gibby streams.
That's his
That's
picture.
his icon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I
And
think is a
Spyro, too.
default for PlayStation.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, wait a minute, he shit all over me for Spyro.
It's just a default.
He
And it's probably
shits all over you
actually-
for whatever he can.
But I was just gonna get a little bit more pissed about that one.
Anyway, Crash Team Racing is this Friday. Next Friday, I believe, is Super Mario Maker 2.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Super Dace Man.
Yeah, I
1.
reserved that as well.
He said Ash can't be trusted.
Yeah, there's witnesses. She can when there's witnesses. Anyway,
You would think.
he's just making excuses because he doesn't want to be here. So fuck you.
Suck, Gibby. This
Yep.
is a great show with so many topics.
It's true.
Like air fresheners. Asshole. Not asshole air fresheners.
That would be an awful air
I'm
freshener
gonna
idea.
Take over, get pass.
Yeah, fuck him. Anyway,
You know an interesting hashtag I saw trending earlier today? Not hashtag Twain. I know that's what you're thinking. It was hashtag anyone but Trump 2020. So
yeah, but isn't that the problem that happened in 2016 where they said anybody but Trump and then Trump
Yeah, it
won?
was the
It
I don't
wasn't-
know.
it wasn't that
It was
vocal,
the
I
I don't
thought.
know, not Trump though.
I'm pretty sure it was anyone but Trump.
I
No,
wasn't
no,
on
it
the
was
internet.
I don't know, not Trump though. Like
Oh.
that's what they were saying.
That sounds white and stupid.
Correct.
Well, I mean, just so many people who have a Twitter vote, so I'm sure that'll change the election in 2020. Sarcasm.
Right. Well, somebody said it. The more Gen Z are turning 18 and able to vote, and more baby boomers are dying off.
Yeah, but
So
are
maybe
those Gen Z in Iowa? Doubtful.
it's not anymore.
Well,
Doubtful.
so the Gen Z need to keep themselves alive and not eat Tide Pods.
Gen Z
That's
is
true.
probably moved to like California, New Jersey, where their views are accepted, and your vote doesn't matter anymore. So dumb.
Way to go, Gen Z. Try to take one for the team
Are we
next
really
time.
gonna get into the whole electoral college thing again? Because Gibby's not here for us to tell him
Fucking
he's stupid.
Useless. Because my vote doesn't matter.
Right.
Whoever is the Democratic nominee is going to be the New Jersey's voting for.
Correct.
So
So I haven't voted in 70 years. Technically the truth.
fair. I voted Trump. Because chaos.
That's literally you thrive in chaos.
Although, I mean, he hasn't done anything bad. He said a lot of bad things.
He hasn't done anything good, really.
He got me more money in my check.
That's
so
it.
This man,
Tax return.
if he does it again next time, you're in. That's all you got to do. Keep talking all this bullshit that you want to do. He's like been preaching lately that my people want me to have more than 2 terms.
Well, did you see how he was told like all the government buildings that they're not allowed to fly the pride flags during Pride, and a bunch of them told him to fuck off and flew them anyways?
You sure it was him and not Pence?
Nope.
Pence through like his letterhead.
He put through and said that he does not want any of the, I think it was the embassies or something, to display. I have no idea.
How's it going?
I don't know. I've never seen that username before.
Hi.
To not display the pride flags. That's pretty usual because he also hasn't had the White House like display anything, even
Rainbow
though it has.
House.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but the White House is like, oh God, they've been involved. Well, no, they've done things for Pride up until Trump got into office every year.
Right.
Trump got into office, he stopped doing that, even though he said he supported the LGBT community, and then
He could barely spell LGBT.
he probably can't, but then he hasn't supported them the way that he said he has, and
He got them out of the military. There's dangerous stuff in there.
But then he told like the embassies and like the other government buildings are not allowed to fly the flag, and a ton of them told him to fuck off and did it anyway.
Well,
he didn't want the jihadists to know what buildings to target. For
I
the
was going to
gays.
say, was it certain areas he told not to do
No,
it?
it was just like
Because for safety, I can
nope,
see
It
that.
was
Yes,
just it was
America.
just the buildings were not allowed to.
American buildings.
Well, yeah.
Donald Trump
you're
can
welcome.
suck my Mexican life nut.
Ah, well, you're Mexican. How are you?
Or it was surgically implanted.
Oh, yeah, donor.
Or he's just
Right.
calling himself. Who are you?
It's a boner nut. Not boner
Dan
nut.
Donor?
Donor nut?
I don't know who you are.
Border
Who
nut?
do we know that's Mexican?
Donut. Wait.
I'm not saying any names. Probably racist and offensive.
That's correct.
I immediately say someone's name and they're like, oh, I'm Puerto Rican. And then I fucked up.
They probably wouldn't even be a person of color.
Yeah, it's Gibby.
Let's go, Gibby.
I mean, I do have that picture of him wearing the sombrero.
Yeah. They also had the defense secretary
Right.
or the nominee.
Sanders went. She quit. She stepped
Well,
down.
that's press
Oh, that's
secretary.
press secretary.
So whatever her
Different
name is.
story.
But
that,
the
that dumb fat bitch stepped down.
what is the fuck? The dude that I can't think of what it was, the position. But he said no.
Pencil.
No, it's
Dick.
it's not attorney general. Is it attorney general?
I will
Yes.
give you the beaner pen. Who are
There
you?
you
We
go.
love you.
But yeah, that guy he turned down the nomination, so he's not doing it.
Clark Griswold.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think his name was like Sanahan or something.
I don't know.
Shannon, I don't know. But basically, he still doesn't have any like hit majority of his cabinet filled.
Michael Shannon.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, Zod.
Didn't see it.
Other than that, what stories do you got? Because I'm relying heavily on you.
All right. Well, I'm sure you're all excited to hear about a prequel book and movie coming to the Hunger Games, set 64 years before the original. So I guess that's the 10th Hunger Game.
So I thought, wait, is it said 64 years before the Hunger Games or 64 years before the first one? I thought it was set before the Hunger Games happened at all.
Well, it says 64 years before the Hunger Games. If the Hunger Games is in italics, then it means the book.
Okay, I was just when I was reading it, it was just like it was like the little
Before the start of the original Hunger Games novel, 64 years before.
Okay,
the start.
so then it's like it's like them like just starting to get into the Hunger Games.
Right.
Then.
So it's known as the Dark Days, the period 10 years after the war. And I
Okay.
guess it's still people settling into the fact that they're going to be
Killing each other.
owned in an autocracy.
Yeah, I think
Thanks.
it'll be interesting to see like, cause like I think first of all I think it's interesting that just out of nowhere she's like, here's a fucking a prequel.
She needed more money.
Yeah, but I do think I love how Lionsgate was like, hey, we're already fucking filming it. Like, we
Well,
don't even
they're-
know if the book's gonna do that good.
It's planned. They don't have a cast, a director, or a screenwriter. Otherwise, the movie's in full swing.
Well, the movie's
Post production.
not. I mean, it's just the fact that it's been greenlit is what I'm saying.
It's
like,
Lionsgate. What else do they have?
very good point.
Saw. And they're rebooting it with Chris Rock.
Is that legit?
Really?
That was a story like 3 weeks
Oh
ago.
God. But you know, I mean, I'm a big reader. I read the Hunger Games probably when they first came out.
Nerd.
Very true. I read the Hunger Games before that whole big like happening or when everything happened with it, like before
What
the
happening? Starring
pretty
Mark
much.
Wahlberg.
So
Sorry.
bad.
But yeah, I did read those when they first came out. Like I read them as they were releasing them and stuff like that. So I liked the books a lot. I think that they could have done way better with those movies than they did. The movies were decent. They weren't the worst book to film adaptation I've seen, but they weren't the best either.
Right.
But I think the books were a lot darker, and the films just weren't as dark as they probably should have been.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think that there was a lot more, the way that they killed people, the way that they did the experimentation with the dead bodies and things like that after the fact. Those wolves and stuff, like, you don't really see them, like...
Yeah, I didn't pick up on that in the movies. I never read the book, so I don't know.
Exactly. So those, in the first movie or the second movie, I forget which one it was. I think it was the first one. They were attacked by like a pack of wolves. Well, in the books, I believe the wolves were based off of like, I think they had the eyes and like other things of the dead contestants.
All right.
So there was a lot of things that they would do to make the dead contestants literally come back and haunt them at the end of the games.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, there was a lot of fucked up things. And like you saw more of I think it was District 13. You saw a lot more of that district than you did in, like, that was a lot more prevalent in the books, I feel like. Okay. District 13 was that in the movies? Did they play it?
Yeah, that was the underground bombed one, right?
Yeah, so, but that fact that there was always... So with District 13, it was always the fact that there were still people a lot, like, they thought it was, like, where people could escape to, but it turns out that was basically its own society for a really long time. That's where people went and just were, like, living for a while. Once everything happened, that's where the rebellion started. So, like, present-day Grenada. Yeah.
Such a great country.
But yeah, I think the books, for being children's books, they were a lot darker than what they should have been, than the movies were. I think it'll be interesting to see, like, how the first two districts come to be the ones that are, the full of money and full of food, and, like, how everything trickles down from there.
Right.
I blame J.K. Rowling for this bullshit.
Correct.
Why?
Because she didn't, every fucking week she's got a new Harry Potter detail. So then they went and made, 5 movies out of the Fantastic Beasts?
So, to be fair, with
Fantastic... Not fair. It should have ended.
Let me finish.
Yes, Johnny Depp.
No.
Fantastic Beasts,
a
long time ago, she had introduced 2 little side things, which was the actual version of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, like the guide that Newt Scamander wrote.
About animals?
Yes.
So
Quidditch Through the Ages and Hogwarts of History. So she had wrote those. So the fact that they turned them into their whole own thing, I think I like it. I like it because it teaches you the history of, like, how certain things came to be that they've spoken on. I also like it because when you were watching those movies, like, in the theaters, there was also a level of, like, disappointment when it wasn't as good as the books. So at least with these...
Disappointment, it kept going.
But what I'm saying is, at least with these, it's something completely new, and there's nothing to disappoint you with because you don't know what's going to happen before it happens like you used to.
I'm disappointed that they're still going.
I liked them. I think what they're doing is really cool. It's interesting to see them play at the whole Dumbledore Grindelwald thing. So.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where it's going. I'm not interested where it's currently at, if that makes any sense.
I don't like the
you
whole...
You mean the 4 hours of wasted time?
Johnny Depp.
No, you don't like him as Grindelwald.
He's all right.
I don't like him as a human.
He's all right. I don't like the fake Dumbledore or whatever they're doing, the real...
Oh, the brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's going to be because, like, there wasn't another...
Right.
And I don't think he's Aberforth. Unless they're going to play that he's Aberforth, which doesn't make any sense.
That'd be awful.
Yeah, I don't like that he's a Dumbledore, or maybe he's, like, not a brother. He might be, like, another part of the Dumbledore family. But I do think it's interesting that this might be where we find Fox.
I'm interested in seeing that. But we have a question from our audience. Have you guys read Stargirl?
Actually, yes. I think
we
I
haven't.
have.
Here's a better question that he also asked. What's your guys' opinion on E3? And that turns into my next topic. Female representation at E3 2019 has been the worst it's ever been in 4 years. Chris Dace, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I think we talked a little bit about this before we went on air. The fact that I think this was the year of sequels. Yeah. And the shit they were doing sequels to were male protagonists. And it was before they started that survey.
Why does everything need representation every fucking where? It's annoying.
I agree.
I'm a female, and I don't care that there was a lack. Genetically.
I mean, you don't sound like a female by saying we don't matter. You sound like a 1950s female.
I'm not saying we don't matter. I'm saying it's annoying that everybody gets up in arms when there's not enough. Just shut up and fucking let it happen. Stop getting pissed about everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, it's the year of sequels. So it wasn't going to be Daisy's Mansion. It wasn't going to be Daisy Mario Maker 3,
think about it. How many new games are really there? Like, honestly. Yeah.
It was all sequels.
Who's female Sonic? Is there one of those? The red chick?
Amy.
Could have been Peach and Amy at the Olympics.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
But it doesn't need, like, people are just...
You would have had 20%.
Not everything needs to be.
Sales.
Not everything needs to be a political
Yes,
fucking
that's
statement.
the nicest way you can say it.
Hey, what's up, Travis?
Which,
Bam.
wait, glad what was cleared up? What did I clear up?
Your face.
Your complexion.
I
All
don't-
right.
I didn't know it needed to be cleared up.
It turns out we're mean people. Gibby's just not here to overpower us.
Right.
But
Oh, saying that you're a female?
yeah, they don't believe me, but I am.
They're not. Okay.
Were.
I have
Past
boobs.
tense. You were a female.
I like the Smash DLC.
I'm excited for Banjo-Kazooie.
I think it's funny
Not
that
the dragon
as
jerk.
soon as Keanu Reeves was put into Cyberpunk, everybody's like, we need him for Super Smash Brothers.
So, am I the only one who's kind of over Keanu Reeves now?
yes, no, I like.
I'm tired of him now. Like,
Yeah, I mean-
it was too much, too fast.
Right.
It was nice when he was peppered in, like, oh, that's cool, and it's like,
Now he's
okay,
everywhere.
the internet killed it.
He's John Wick. He's in the game.
He's John Whack.
You can kill her.
Didn't say that. He's in the Matrix. That's coming out again.
What?
Well, they were talking about making a fourth one.
Really?
Well,
I hope they bring back Lawrence Fishburne.
sure.
Did he die in the third one?
I block out everything after one.
Pretty much.
But I feel like it was too fast, too hard. Internet, you broke it.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah, it's not Paul Walker, but it's
No, Paul
dead.
Walker's dead.
It's definitely dead.
It's like Paul Walker.
Yes. I don't know. I'm just tired of seeing the memes. I'm tired. Like Keanu Reeves is every other post on Facebook, and it's like, God, it was cool when you weren't cool, and now that everybody thinks it's so cool that you're in everything, it's like, God, you're not cool anymore.
I mean, the game still looks good.
Like that was a really hipster fucking thing for me to say,
It was, but it's okay.
but it was way too much, way too fast. It's not cool.
Right. When he was secretly donating millions to Children's Hospital, cool.
Yeah.
We find out it's you. Back off.
It's not a
Kanye.
secret anymore.
Kanye.
Headline is ruined.
Right.
I watched the video today of him doing the thing with puppies. That was fucking cute, though.
That's like 3 weeks old. So.
I don't care.
Still too much Keanu. Too small of a time frame.
Right.
Sorry, Keanu.
He's an overachiever, not achiever. God damn it. Next.
Overachiever.
Yes.
Well, Keanu Reeves.
That's his name.
I know.
Cool. All right.
One thing we didn't talk about last week was Blair Witch was at E3, and that'll be fun when you can run around, piss your pants, hopefully in VR, and shaky cam yourself to
For 2 pointless hours.
an early death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or in the game or in real life.
The movie.
I'm just. Did you watch the trailer?
No.
How do you make a game out of that? It was them running away from something for 2 hours.
Well, I heard you might like restart, and maybe you'll know more, and then you could go deeper, and then die again.
So
and
what?
restart.
A Telltale, kind of.
Never played.
Telltale's dead. Yeah, that studio closed down.
But do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah,
along the
decision
basis of that.
basis.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been a neat expansion for
Blair Witch, the game nobody asked for.
Dead by Daylight. Is that the new game?
Yes.
Where they keep adding killers to it. But they
think
added
so, yeah.
Ghostface was the newest one they added to
I
it.
saw that, yeah.
So that would have been cool if like there was a Blair Witch or whatever the fuck it looked like. But
Right.
I don't know what you can do for a game that'll be worth $60.
It probably won't be worth $60.
Yeah.
This
So
is a spoiler.
it's yeah. It was the whole point of the movie was just running around with a fucking camera. Like there was nothing that they were.
Right.
It'll be rough.
Yeah.
You know what else is rough? We're 20 minutes in. I don't know.
Oh, we got a follower. Welcome to the Dace Man Show.
We're on easy street, and it feels so sweet. 'Cause the world is but a treat, and you're on easy street.
So okay, before we jump into your last story,
Yes. I'm
Have
excited
you
to hear
guys
this.
watch anime? What anime? What?
Dragon Ball
that's a
Super,
vague
but
question.
nobody
The
ever
answer
counts
in
that.
general is yes.
Yeah, depends on how much anime you want us to watch.
But Trish, shut up. Here's this.
So on Twitter, there was a trending topic of name an actor that you could never picture outside of that one role they played.
Right.
So I want to know what your thoughts were on the actor that like you think John Krasinski was the picture of the thing, and he's always
Right.
Jim Halpert.
Right. Agreed.
What character do you think of an actor and he's always associated with it?
I'm gonna go in a very close route and say Steve Carell as Michael Scott,
Okay.
because that was his best role ever. And if you disagree, you're wrong.
He's irritating. How about you?
It's hilarious.
So
I'm
it's
not done. Michael
appar-
Scott is the world's best Bond. Okay.
So the actor will probably agree with me because he retired since his role, but Jack Gleason, the kid who played Joffrey on Game of Thrones, he retired from acting because he knew that he won't be able to do any other roles. Yeah, so he was just such a little prick. You're never gonna be able to get past that.
All right, I can see that. So there's this fictional account out there. No idea who runs it. Just throwing it out there. It's called @NotTheDaceMan. He put, or she, because we don't know what gender they are.
Right. Representation.
They're fluid.
2019.
Put Gilbert Gottfried as Hitler and tagged Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh God, what happened?
And Gilbert Gottfried retweeted it.
Nuh-uh.
That's right.
Shut up.
So it's been I get likes and retweets, or that person gets likes and retweets all the time.
You have a fucking tweet that goes viral and it's not even.
They must be internet famous.
The second one under that account.
What was the other one?
The day after Game of Thrones, I put the true winner obviously was Sir Bronn of the Blackwater, and that one went nuts.
This is like when we introduced
But
this
I'm not
Twitch
the Dace
channel.
Man. I am not that Twitter handle.
Motherfucker.
He's only got 4 followers, from what I saw.
I'm one of them.
And he or she only follows 2 people: the Iron Sheik and Lena Dunham.
Iron Sheik?
Yep.
What's that?
Wrestling.
Oh yeah, look him up. He's like what that guy aspires to be, or girl.
Well, they must be gender fluid then.
Yeah,
Hate you
As
guys.
you previously mentioned.
it's true. But I thought it was interesting that that person who runs that account, whoever they may be,
Right.
got Gilbert Gottfried to retweet something that was obviously meant to be mean.
Gilbert Gottfried is fucking insane himself.
Correct.
So he probably thought it was the funniest thing he's ever seen.
Yeah, and it blew up to the point where
How bad? Let me see.
49,000.
Shut up.
46 likes,
1,000.
Oh.
5 retweets.
1,000.
But that's all that person put
And you pulled it up looking at their Twitter.
at their
You're
Twitter.
not allowed
Yeah,
to-
I'm not logged on theirs. I'm on
Right.
mine.
Right. Thank God.
And it sure as hell not on the show account, because why the fuck would we update that?
Right. That reminds me, I was poking around Twitter due to that news the other day, and I found Frank Ward's Twitter, and there's like a little summary about yourself that you can look. I didn't follow it, but
Yeah.
it was like, "Hey, I'm Frank Ward. I'm co-host of the Dace Man Show and a doer of things." I was like, both of those are false. You know what? Both of those are false. Frank Ward, you piece of shit. And then I followed Frank Klein Comedy.
Okay.
At Frank Klein Comedy, something
I
like that.
can't believe this. That's so funny.
Yeah. So if you want to follow at Not the Dace Man, it's not me. I swear.
And it's not Lena Dunham.
No, it's not. Well, it could be,
I hope it's not. That
because I heard
bitch.
she's HBO hired her to write a new series.
Again?
Yeah.
Is it about women in video
Another
games?
one for what reason?
Is she gonna be naked in it again?
Hopefully not.
I didn't watch the first one, but you know.
But that was my sidetrack. Now, if I were to post it, I personally would have thought like Doc Brown.
That's fair.
Christopher Lloyd is always going to be Doc Brown to me. So
Yeah, but he's done other stuff.
name it.
No, he hasn't.
Wasn't he in Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
What's the character's name?
I don't remember any of the characters except Roger Rabbit.
Roger.
So then
Jessica
Doc
Rabbit.
Brown sticks out because that's who he's
Because
always
you
going
don't
to be.
call him Dr. Nemo or something.
I don't fucking. The nematode.
Yeah. Nematodes.
So what's your final story as we do the first ever half-hour show?
Hello. Dr. Mario is coming to a phone near you. You guys have phones, right?
No,
See?
I don't.
Shit.
But I
All right.
heard at Not the Dace Man does.
Hello. That's right. It's coming out. It's July 10th, but you can pre-order it right now. It's free. Why do you have to pre-order it? I don't fucking know, but I did it.
They're gonna change the price 2 days beforehand to like $59.99.
Well, didn't they do that with Super Mario Run? Like, wasn't that free at first, and now they charge for it?
It's still free, but if you want more than the first like 3 levels, it's $10. I
Oh,
think.
I never got past like the first ones,
Well, I can believe that easily.
Valid.
So it used to be like Tetris, but now it might be similar to Bejeweled or Candy Crush or something like
I
that.
hate-
It sounds like. Yeah, we too.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
I think it's the Tetris music.
No, that's the song of Dr. Mario.
Never played it.
Really?
Hey everybody.
You have Nintendo Switch Online, right?
Yeah. Is it on the free games?
Yeah, it's there. You go into the NES Online thing?
Yeah, I know. I played the original Zelda for NES, and I played some of the other stuff. I didn't see Dr. Mario. Was it added recently? Or
Oh,
was
dude. When's the last time you logged in?
it March 11th?
There's probably like 60 games now.
Nice.
I can't even wear my glasses
So.
right now.
Bam!
Boom.
Please don't say that's your last story.
That's not my last story. Guess what else?
I'm guessing, but I'm not gonna get it right.
That's right. Here's what
Oh.
somebody. Go ahead.
There's a sequel to The Shining coming out.
Oh, Doctor Sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't watch the trailer, but I just keep seeing the trailer on
Just based
Facebook.
on the
It's already a,
hotel.
like a book.
Yeah, there was books.
Stephen King. He
But,
does cocaine and writes books.
Yeah, did
I
you?
think it's mad at when they're adapted to movies.
Yeah, he really doesn't like. I think the
He
only
hates all
one
the
he agreed with was the newest Pet Cemetery.
Hi. I can't read that.
I'm free. It's fucking Gibby. Yeah, it's not like you're here, asshole.
Boom.
That's okay. Go back 15 minutes and see how we shit talked you for 15.
We did.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
so they're
free is still
yeah,
too high a price.
they're doing they're doing a
Not
sequel
here.
to The Shining. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that one, so
So is it more just on the Bates Motel? Is that because that's where he stays, right?
well, that's what he
Son.
owned.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever seen The Shining?
No, I
Neither
once
have I.
saw near it as a kid, and there was that weird woman with lipstick, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I never went back.
Well, Jack Nicholson.
I've actually never
Right.
seen it.
Well, you're a proponent
I've
of
seen-
horror and shit. You should see it.
I know.
Gibby's seen it.
I'm free. Tier Child's Play. What about what? What?
Okay, so that's a good question. I know he's not here to talk about it, but Child's Play is coming out relatively soon.
Yes.
Thank God.
How do you
He's not
have
here.
you seen any of the trailers?
Yes.
How do you feel about Mark Hamill as the voice?
Didn't see it. Didn't
I
hear it.
think it'll be interesting. I think what
Is it
I'm more
Joker
interested
voice?
in is the fact that they've actually updated it to modern times. So I think that's going to make it different because there's stuff with like an app that's going to be integrated and things like that.
I think it's gonna make it horrible, but go on.
I didn't say
Yeah.
interesting was good.
Yeah,
Right, like Gibby's interesting.
it's just AI. So.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Is it this week?
2001: A Space Odyssey.
No, Child's Play isn't until
I
July.
thought it was July.
That's next week. The only thing that comes out this week is Toy Story, Gibby.
Yeah.
He thinks it's the same thing. That's this cowboy killing everybody.
Probably not wrong. Wait. So, speaking of Toy Story, I forget where I was, but I saw this question.
Play.
Well, we were saying Toy Story. I saw something that would make you laugh
You said
about
Toy
this.
Story.
Somebody said, "Do you think sex toys in Toy Story come to life too?"
Isn't that what the fuck the spork is? It's Tony Hale, and that man is a walking dildo.
That's true.
But I saw that somewhere, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I feel like that's got to be a porno somewhere.
I feel like we need to get
Probably.
Tony Hale is a walking dildo trending on Twitter.
It probably already is.
Okay, that's shit.
You know who should tweet it out? At Not the Dace Man. If you're listening,
Yeah.
do it. You are influential.
No,
Apparently.
but I laughed when I saw that. I was like, "That's a terrible thought to have."
So back to Child's Play. I don't care for Mark Hamill as the voice. I also don't believe Aubrey Plaza as a mother.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Like, that woman's supposed to care about that child? No. We had April Ludgate for like 8 years.
She was on, I don't know if it was Colbert or something, and she said her and the kid kept pranking each other on set when the cameras weren't on.
And then the kid took it too far. Yeah.
What did he do?
Well,
Killed her.
He kept scaring the shit out of her. And then she hid in his car for like an hour and then popped out to scare him. And he goes, "That's not scary." And she was really irritated because she had spent an hour on her day off to hide in this kid's car, and he was unaffected.
And that's why we can't buy her as a mother.
That's amazing.
June 21st? Well, that's next.
Gibby, June 21st
That's
is
a Friday.
Does
But
not.
that's this Friday.
I don't think it comes. I think it comes out
I
July.
thought it was July, but he might be right. He probably Googled it, as you guys Google it. But I don't like the Android part. I always loved the fact that it was a possessed doll. Because with Brad Dourif.
Fuck, he's right.
So Brad Dourif, I always thought was a better Chucky voice. I'm really upset they didn't bring him back.
I agree.
So it's interesting that Chucky and fucking Toy Story are coming out in the same week.
Could you imagine being the parent that fucks that up?
Yeah.
We're gonna go see Toy Story.
Well, they had some of the posters for Child's Play were parodied off Toy Story, like, you know, it was like parodied off. There might have been the boots, or it might have been something that had like a one-liner about toys. I really should have been
The
prepared for
kid's
this.
name is Andy, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know.
Pretty sure it's Andy in Child's
Is
Play.
it really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Gibby,
we already said
Gibby,
that. We already said about
can
the
we
Hunger
block
Game
him?
thing.
Can you
No,
can you give him the band hammer?
Did he subscribe or follow?
No.
Dick. But I'm pretty sure his name's Andy in the story.
That's funny as shit.
Dead cowboy.
Yeah, Andy Barclay.
I remember when that actor would always come to Monster Mania. Alex, whatever the fuck his real name was.
He was my favorite.
He was at the first like 15, and nobody ever went to meet him.
Roast and Slinky Dog.
That is great marketing. It's gonna be a terrible movie, but great marketing. They're gonna kill that franchise, just like they did The Nightmare on Elm Street. Which
Oh, did you see that?
I did.
There's a chance that Robert Englund's coming back, and that made my entire fucking week.
Yes, there's
I
a
know
chance
who
he
that
put.
is.
He gets that,
He's come to Monster Mania before, and
he'll be there this August.
he is the coolest old man ever, and he almost made me pee my pants in the middle of
Have you met
Cherry
Doc
Hill.
Brown?
Yeah,
No.
I met him there too.
Dude,
He's
so
the coolest old man.
so we were there. So
of
Steph,
docile.
you remember Steph?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had his autobiography,
Mhm.
and she wanted to meet him. We waited in line for fucking ever because this dude takes a couple minutes with everybody. Like, he likes to meet and like actually have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
When he signs his signature, he draws Freddie's fucking face too, like as part of his signature. And then we were looking at as we're walking out. So in the Freddie voice, he says something like, "What are you girls doing over there?" And we ran out the doors of the room we were in.
He was a blast. I remember when I met him.
He's really cool.
He was, for whatever reason, he was in the same room as Corey Haim.
Makes sense.
And he kept yelling at it. Like, this was before Corey had passed away. He's like, I'm going to get them lost boys! And he kept yelling at him across the room. And Corey Haim was like, oh, hey, Robert, how's it going? And he would just lean, he's like, he has no idea what the fuck's
Because
going on.
he'll just pull the Freddie voice out and just start fucking with you. Like,
yeah.
it's so funny.
That character, that's okay. What we talked about earlier, name of actor who's always associated with a role, that is Freddy Krueger.
He is, and like he's the sweetest person too. Like, when he's not giving you like terrifying you the rest of your life with saying the Freddy voice to you in person, he's really nice. He's really great. Like, he actually genuinely seems interested when he talks to people.
Yeah.
But like, holy shit, I'm pretty sure I had nightmares.
It's not fucking Bruce Campbell.
Dickhead.
Wait 4.5 hours to meet the guy that I didn't even know what he was in. The only thing I knew him from was fucking Spider-Man 1 and 2. And he had like cameos in it because Sam Raimi directed.
Why did you wait in line for him then?
Blame Victor.
Ah.
Because I just remembered him like, oh, that's the announcer guy from the first Spider-Man when he announces him against Macho Man.
Right.
And then he's also the ticket holder in the second Spider-Man when he tries to get into the play. and he
Bruce
goes,
Campbell?
yeah, he's not going to get there. He's Ash from Evil Dead.
Ash from Evil Dead.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's the big one everybody was there for. And I walk up and I go, hey, can you just sign it to Dace? And he goes, up, first name, pal. So I was like, okay, Christopher. Because, like, you're a dickhead. It was 4 letters. Now I'm going to make you do 9. So fuck you. And
That's right.
he wouldn't let you come around the table and
Not
take a
right.
picture.
It's 11.
Is it? I just guessed.
I have the same number.
But anyway, I got a picture of me leaning over the table, and I do not look happy at all. Because now...
I would call that priceless.
well, yeah. So, and I just call Bruce Campbell a dick every time he's at the thing.
See, that's so crazy. It's like some people, like, when you meet them, like, it blows my mind. Like, we pay your fucking paychecks. Like, why would you be mean to us?
Right.
Like,
The best ones are, like, you get them before they make it big. Like John Barenthal.
see,
I met him before, like...
that's not
Punisher and
necessarily true. Because, like, so I got to meet the cast of Pretty Little Liars when they were almost on their last season. And they were some of the nicest people I'd ever met. Like, there was a Comic-Con, so we couldn't actually take pictures of them, but they were like, you guys can lean over the table. Like, they made sure that there was people at each, like, person so that you could take pictures with them. You could spend, like, a minute or two talking to them, signing everything. Like, and they were super nice. Like, they were engaged. Like, they were some bigger names right then and there because it was Pretty Little Liars last season.
What I meant is, like, someone like John Barenthal, who at the time when I met him, they had only done a couple episodes of The Walking Dead on AMC at that point. He had no line.
Yeah.
So you could walk up and just talk.
That
to him,
was,
shoot the shit. I met Steve Yeun that way, who plays Glenn.
the kid who played Xander from Buffy. We met him. We just walked right up and he took a picture with all of us.
Yeah, so like those type, like we met the kid from the Rob Zombie Friday the 13th, and I had a good 15-minute conversation with him about how he looked like my sister. I was like, this is my sister, and you look like him. I call her Day because I think it's funny.
I got to meet one of the characters from True Blood, who was actually like a bigger character. She was one of the nicest people I'd ever fucking met while
Which
I was
one?
there. Pam? The tall blonde.
waitress?
No, do you even know
The
what I'm talking about?
receptionist?
I've watched a number of episodes of True Blood.
So Eric, the main blonde vampire,
bitch?
his best friend, yes.
Okay.
I got to meet her, and she was one of the nicest people I've ever met on the planet. She's
don't see
also
it.
an Amazonian. She's like 6 feet tall and like this skinny.
She owns stock in Amazon?
Yes.
Tell me that wasn't a young Randy.
Randy?
Let me see. Holy shit.
Yep. So Randy was his age when he was in that.
So your sister signed an autograph and pretended to be somebody else.
Speaking of Rob Zombie, did you see that the new last movie for the Devil's Rejects is coming out for him?
Which is good because Sid Haig's probably gonna fucking die soon. You ever see? He looks rough.
Well, nobody thought it was ever gonna happen because everyone wanted the third one for years and years, and like people were asking for it, and Rob Zombie's like, meh. And then it finally got announced, and I'm pretty sure it's got a release date now.
It's actually this Friday.
Yeah, right. No, I forget what is it called?
Canada's Rejects.
No, it's something 3.
Canada 3.
Well, anyway.
Here's some other news from the weekend.
Well, I was just kind of looking at some of the guests that are coming up at Monster Mania.
Sure.
So they've got Clive Barker.
Clive Owen.
Barker.
Don't know who that is.
It's called 3 from Hell.
Yeah, which is his wife, Sid Haig, and the other guy.
Yeah, it'll be coming
That's
out.
what it says on the poster.
Yep.
My wife.
But
Well,
I want to
it
go.
is, yeah.
Nick Frost is going to be
Okay, there you go. That'll be cool.
He's going to be
Which
at
one?
Monster Mania. Nick Frost.
Oh.
Pete! I prick! My favorite line in any movie ever. Vivica A. Fox is going to be there.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Shawnee Smith from Saw. Bev D'Angelo from Vacation Movies. Steve Yeun will be there.
She's still alive?
Yeah, apparently.
That's cool.
Ryan Hurst.
Who's that?
Remember the Titans, the white quarterback?
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, he's in The Walking Dead.
Sunshine?
Yep. No. The original quarterback. The one that was like kind of racist before he wasn't racist.
Oh,
Bertier?
okay.
Wheelchair.
Bertier?
Is that his name?
Wasn't that?
Something along those lines.
They have the cast of The Haunting on...
House Hill?
Yep.
Something like that.
Ooh, Robert Englund's back.
Yep. They also have the Fat Witch from Hocus Pocus.
Hey, leave John Lovitz alone.
They have one of the Sanderson sisters.
James Hong is going to be there. That old Asian guy that's in everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Hill House. There's a lot of them.
Yep.
Wait.
And then Froggy Nelson,
I'm
or
thinking
Foggy
Ken
Nelson.
Watanabe. That's
No,
who
not,
I'm-
not that one. This guy.
Which one's the Asian?
Not the white woman.
False. Gender and racial fluid.
Danielle Harris, sweetheart. I've met her like 8 times. She was the little girl in Halloween 4
All right.
that
let's see.
murdered her older sister.
Boom. Spoiler alert.
Boom.
I
Mick
think
Foley. Bang bang.
Pop pop.
there are a lot of people from Haunting in Hill House, so that's interesting.
The whole cast is
I
there.
No, it's not.
Well, 4 of
It's
them.
4 of them,
It's all of them.
and only 2 of them are part of the main cast.
Oh, look who's gonna be in Maryland. The dickhead.
Boom. Suck it. It's Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
I liked him. He was a sidekick on Burn Notice. I watched that. when
Yeah,
I didn't
he
anything
should have
else
been
to do.
burned.
Oh my God.
Matthew Lillard.
That's in Maryland.
Lame.
I would love to meet him.
Nerd.
Nev Campbell's gonna be in Maryland. Ted Raimi, the not successful brother of Sam.
Right.
DDP. Tell him like yoga's not working. Actually, that list isn't that great.
No, but
I
I would
agree.
love to meet. I would like to meet Matthew Lillard. That'd be a funny one.
I met him.
Yeah.
I have a funny story. When we met him, the twins went before us, and he's like, "Oh, you're twins! Get in a picture! Get in a picture!" And me and Rob Matt were in line just behind them, and we walked up, and he put his arms around us. He goes, "Wait, you're not twins!" And then just looked at the camera. It's like, no shit. It's annoying that the twins get such special treatment at these conventions because you would think these famous people have never seen twins before. We're at a wrestling convention. They followed me up there to see because they wanted to meet Adam West, and that was the second time I met him. First time I have a good story too. But as we were up there for the wrestling convention, we were meeting Terry Runnels, which was the wife of Goldust and on-air character as well.
He's my favorite.
Right? Ow. Correct. Anyway,
You're right.
she pushed past me to talk to the twins. And it's like, I'm the one getting the autograph.
You were touched.
I
by
was.
Famous
I
wrestler.
was. And she's still hot at age
Right.
50. But my Adam West story,
Okay.
Ken Bob. I don't know if you guys remember Ken Bob.
Absolutely.
Our audience does not. Because he's never, there's no picture proof of him.
Thank
Except for this picture. I had just got done wrestling, so I had a nice big black eye, which was great.
Yikes.
And at the same time, Victor and Ken are standing next to Adam West.
Is Gibby fucking here?
He might be. Victor and Ken are standing by Adam West, and I go to the end of the table. Oh, it's Frank Ward.
God. Disgusting.
And I pose.
You are not who we thought you were gonna be.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
You saw the show was floundering.
What are we talking about, guys?
How I met Adam West, and
Why
I
are
made
you
him laugh.
here?
I was driving by.
You coming back from work?
Yep. Love my job.
Nice.
Yeah, I said in 4 hours and I'll get that later.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Are you okay?
Hey, Frank.
What's up?
You suck.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I missed you. Yeah, no, I'm great. I had a great day. Like I said, 4 hours in New York traffic. I couldn't be better.
Right.
That was me yesterday.
Oh, it's great. Don't you love it?
Yeah. Well, my fun fact: I was on the George Washington Bridge going into the Bronx, and this died.
Ooh.
And I was like, well, I guess I'm fucked.
This is where
Holy
you
shit!
I don't know. I had
How
to
did
pull
your
off
phone
the side.
die?
I don't know. It just randomly turned off. But the podcast kept going. It was so fucking weird.
I thought I was going to be in that boat. My phone was at like 29% sitting on the Long Island Expressway. Granted, it's a straight shot, but anything could happen.
Yeah. What if you get detoured? You're just fucked.
What if you get hit by a meteor?
That thought crossed my mind, actually.
Crosses my mind every day.
Oh,
Don't you guys have fucking phone car chargers?
No, I did. Sorry, mine stayed on, but I couldn't click it,
But
and
it wouldn't-
it wasn't doing anything. And then it rebooted itself.
Did you yell at it?
I threw it, and then it came back on.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
and then turned it back on.
You never get turned off by yours.
Also true. My phone charger was in my bag that was in my trunk because I was working in New York, so I didn't want
Lazy.
my bag in the front seat where
What are you trying to say,
ruffians
Frank?
could steal it. That people in
Could
New
you
York
could
steal
you
things.
describe them?
Do you really
true.
have anything worth stealing?
The phone charger?
The car.
No.
The phone charger? Those things are like $30 now. It's ridiculous.
That's very true.
That's right.
So, I mean, if like a terrorist wanted to take on New York, I wouldn't complain. As long as I'm not there when you do it. 'Cause
You wouldn't be in the area they're attacking anyway.
no, not at all. I'm in the good parts.
So you just came in as we're talking about stories of how we met famous people, or essentially me.
Yeah, I haven't.
Ran out of topics.
That's
But they're not interesting stories.
Valid point. Anyway, you've never met anyone famous?
I've met this guy that's on a podcast every Tuesday night.
Oh,
Trish?
Gibby.
he doesn't come every Tuesday night because apparently the kid melts down at 7:50 every other fucking Tuesday.
Boom.
Bam. Especially the Tuesdays after I get back from a trip.
Yeah.
It seems to be a habit.
Oh, he just missed you
Yeah.
and can't bear to see you.
So he'll be here till midnight on fucking Thursday.
Right. We're gonna have another earthquake.
Yes, that's what happened. And if you couldn't tell, we lived. So, woo, and the computer lived. That's the more important thing.
Unfortunately.
See, my experience with the tornado, since you asked. So I was sitting there watching TV, and Nick yells, "There's a tornado warning!" So I went, looked out to the
Tornado.
driveway.
Your eye was coming through real bad.
So I looked out to the parking lot, not really driveway because I live in an apartment type thing. Looked out to the parking lot, didn't see
Windows
any
in your
naders.
apartment? I didn't see any.
There's one in the kitchen that you couldn't see from where you were passed out, and then there's a.
I was in the kitchen
Oh, yeah.
beforehand.
Wait, you passed out at his house?
Yeah.
At the wedding.
Like
Oh,
a
shit.
like a smart guy, yeah, shit.
You think I'm gonna drive drunk like Frank?
You saw him at the wedding.
Wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, didn't see tornado, so I
Right.
went back and watched TV.
Nice. We were down here. The power cut out in the middle of the feed.
After we joked about how we were all
Yeah.
gonna die.
There was a good 10 minutes of us mocking the alert that said
And
get
then
to the
the-
basement.
feed cut off in the middle of a
No,
joke.
we mocked it. We went back to what we were trying to do. We hear his family run across the floor, and then he goes, "There's your tornado." Tim says, "Go get your PlayStation," and then the
then it
feed
cuts
cuts, and then in here the power
You know,
cuts off.
That would have been a perfect time to just end it.
Yeah.
That's what I said, that we would get
Just
so many
boom.
viewers.
Yep.
Stay off into the distance.
We all died.
I'm okay with that because I just burned the binder today.
Did you?
Yes.
I just made a binder.
I burned that one too.
Why? I just made it.
You're welcome.
I had to hole punch it 3 at a
Frank,
time.
you got any binders?
We have scrapbooks?
Burnt.
Oh, no. You think I made it? Deep head.
No, I got some scrapbooks from the past 10 years you can burn.
All right.
Boom.
On fire.
Damn, that got deep real quick.
Yeah.
Whew.
Hey, we got a lot of viewers. Oh.
That's because I'm here. What's up? You?
One of them's probably Gibby, and he's not actually
One
paying
was
attention.
Gibby.
Nobody knew I was
I'm
stopping
not
by.
on it anymore.
I know.
Neither am I.
I really just kind of looked at the clock and realized, hey, I can crash the party. So
There you go. We didn't have much of a party because E3 sucked up everything last week. These guys get to talk about it, and then Gibby shit on it.
Right.
For
Which
a
he didn't even
non-productive
watch
conversation.
half of it.
neither did you.
And didn't have the facts right.
Uh,
Oh, this fucking chat would not keep up as I was trying to push the details through. Because I actually watched the goddamn panels.
Right.
Fucker.
I should have paid more attention because I missed the entire PlayStation Go Play Games sale thing.
He did.
Days
Yeah,
of play.
I
It's
saw.
10 days long.
Yeah, I saw the commercial last night in the hotel room
That was the last day.
without my PlayStation. That's
That's
Dumbass.
Was there anything of interest that you would have gotten?
no, probably not.
Do you
I
have
got
God of
the
War?
I didn't. No,
Should
no,
get it.
That was $10, wasn't it?
That was 20. I don't know. I don't know.
no.
Get it.
What was that game that you, Days Gone? Gaze Gone?
Gaze gone.
Gaze Gone?
Yeah.
Thank you, Trump administration.
That one's a good one.
Yeah, I thought about that until I realized that it's too late.
Yeah.
And then
Too
you
late.
masturbate.
It's cool. It'll be the free
Yeah.
game next fucking month, just like the Handsome Jack collection in Sonic Mania. Fuck you!
Fuck you, Sony.
Paid that full price on both of them.
Both of them. At Not the Dace Man's gonna be pissed, I'm sure.
You bet your ass he's gonna tweet at you when he's on the toilet. Not that I know. It could be a she.
Or a she toilet.
So we were also telling the story how that account happens to get a lot of traction. So there was a
hate speech?
little bit.
Yes and no. Good hate speech.
Good hate speech. So there was
Here
a
it
trending
is.
topic of, if you think of one actor, I don't know what happened there.
I mean, I'm good. I don't know why I keep trying to fix it.
There was one actor you can name that you associate him with one role for their entire life. Who would it be?
Adam Sandler?
As
Jill.
No,
Billy-
like a
Billy Madison?
singular role.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you think of Adam Sandler,
Hugh Jackman's always gonna be Wolverine.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
every
mean
time
in
he-
a good way.
Or bad way. Or bad way. Not I didn't do this.
Right.
Not the Dace Man. It's so confusing because the pictures are so close.
Right. It's like your picture, but with a mustache,
Yeah.
proving it's not you legally.
Yes, legally. He posted a picture of Gilbert Gottfried as Hitler and tagged Gilbert Gottfried, and Gilbert Gottfried retweeted it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Riri?
Yeah.
Really?
So that account seems to get a lot of tweets that get noticed every once in a while. They also got noticed after the Game of Thrones season finale, when it said Sir Bronn of the Blackwater was the true winner, and 50, 60 people like
Thousand.
retweeted. I like his numbers better.
It's really too bad it's not you, though. I mean, we could use the publicity.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. It still only has 4 followers.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
one of them.
Oh.
He only or she.
I must not be, because I didn't get a notification.
No. Also, you need to update your Twitter blurb. I mentioned his name and he showed up. It's bad. Go ahead.
He also only follows 2 people: the Iron Sheik and Lena Dunham. So it's clearly not me.
Hates Lena Dunham.
Right. I've
No,
heard,
despise Lena Dunham.
we've heard.
Love the Iron Sheik.
Yeah, Iron Sheik.
But who doesn't?
Yeah,
did
who
she
doesn't?
ever block him?
No.
The actual Dace Man has told her to shut up for like 2 months straight.
Yeah, and now she's got a new show on HBO.
So she didn't shut up.
Clearly, HBO. You're on the shit list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
HBO.
Hopefully not the Dace Man's listening.
HBO, this is your tape.
And can use their power.
Yeah, get him at the Dace Man. Get him. Do the work that I can't do.
Speaking of HBO, I read something interesting today concerning the battle with the White Walkers in Game of Thrones.
Well, they couldn't
It
afford
was
CGI for
disappointing.
Ghost.
Couldn't afford white.
Yes, probably. The director originally wanted to do like dire wolves on each side, like dead dire wolves and real dire wolves on the other side, like Bran warging into animals in and out of battle, the Night King actually having battle, not just walking around like an asshole.
Like Vader.
And D&D, David and Dan, they said no thanks.
They were so focused on Star Wars. Like, they were clearly checked out this last season. That is
Yeah.
unfair to the Game of Thrones fans. I feel bad.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And-
So checked out.
And everybody on the internet, everybody agreed
Mhm.
that when D&D show up to Star Wars panels, because they declined to do Comic-Con this year for some reason or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
When they show up to Star Wars panels, just ring bells and say shame like they did for Cersei and
Shame!
yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be allowed in, but I'll do it. Shame them.
We won't be allowed in.
Other interesting thing I found out. Did you have a point?
No.
Just, okay.
I was just going to agree.
The-
I shame people.
Did you know
Yes.
there's a Beetlejuice musical?
Yes.
No.
I heard a lot of things.
Yes.
No.
I did.
Nobody knew.
I was not aware.
Nobody told you.
So I was going through Twitter on my account,
Okay.
because I am at the Dace Man.
Interesting distinction.
It's weird. Well, not the show account. I just want to make sure that
I know it
there's 2
posts
accounts.
often.
It does. So
I thought I gave the rights up to that.
he did, and it still posts so frequently. But as it came to, there was the TikTok, because I still don't understand that fucking fad.
Right.
Because they got rid of Vine and then went to that.
It's not going
Fucking
away.
love TikTok.
It's Vine.
wish.
But longer.
Vine was better.
So what? Add 10 seconds to Vine, and then it would have been TikTok.
No, you can go up to 60 seconds on TikTok.
Frank, can you go up to 60 seconds?
No.
You go
Not
up
on
to
TikTok.
60 seconds on Instagram.
Frank can go up to 30 seconds. It's
Damn.
the best 2 pumps of anybody's life.
Why would I waste my time? If I can get done quicker, why not?
That's what you say as it's happening.
Yeah.
This is efficient.
Efficiency. Oh, well, I didn't even finish the word. Gone.
She said, me neither.
But this was the song. It was some weird person on TikTok.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
Yeah. So let me see if I can get it. Type of song. Probably. So it's weird. Like,
Very.
but I did look up the soundtrack because now I was interested.
Right.
They still sing Deo.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
happy.
that's good at least.
Yeah.
Because if they cut that
redeeming.
out of a musical,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of a bad. So where's it performed?
New York.
They've been
That's a
doing it
surprise. Field
locally too.
In
Like
here?
a lot of a lot of theater troops will do it themselves. It's like something you can buy and
Not
like
that.
earn the rights for.
You know what I think is a lot better? Shrek the musical. It's on
That's
Netflix.
terrifying.
That's
You're right, and I love it.
nothing. I didn't know that existed,
It's on
It
Netflix.
was
does.
on Netflix,
It's terrifying.
and then I had a need to watch it.
It's great. And just because they made Donkey another black guy, it's not racist, okay?
Did they? Oh, okay. But I actually want to go see the Beetlejuice musical now.
Oh, all right.
It does
We're
look
going
cool.
on a road trip.
I'm a little disappointed. I heard the Book of Mormon was around here lately.
Yes.
I forget where
What
the,
do you mean around here? Like
Like
not
in
New
Philly.
York.
In Philly.
Oh,
Yeah.
does Philly have scooters yet?
Not
Then
that
I'm not
I know
going.
of. Not that I know of.
They were stolen.
Oh, that figures.
Yeah.
Please elaborate. Scooter bot.
That's
Pope
true.
bot.
Yep,
Pope bot V1.
that's right.
Pope tour?
Bot. Pope tour.
Yeah. Well, I got nothing, so I don't know how to drag out 8 more minutes.
I can do it.
Go ahead.
Frank
want
can.
He can.
I don't have my keys
I
to
can.
jingle at you.
I
There
can.
have been no sex or gay jokes since you've been gone.
you
That's not true.
It's
Here you
true.
go.
No, it's not.
I don't have enough keys.
There's been no gay jokes.
Well, that's because I can't really make them a Gibby.
Hey,
Gibby
Ken.
just threatens to rape me if I do. So.
To prove that he's not gay. Although
Which,
you're a troll.
On your
Yeah.
scale is not.
And that's not true because Gibby's
bestiality.
been going off of this whole sex dungeon thing for like a few weeks now.
I noticed that. It's
Is that what he's doing?
almost frightening.
He keeps saying I'm gonna be in his sex dungeon and that I'm marrying him next.
I think that's what
Yes,
that brick in the back. That's what it's covering. It opens up
It
to reveal
has
the
to.
stuff.
I mean, you haven't been to Gibby's house in a while, have you?
I try not to.
He was remodeling.
Dan
Dan's
Rapp's
there a
been
lot.
there.
Really? Is Dan slowly turning Gibby against you? Is that
He's
what's
probably
happening?
the gimp. What?
Nothing. That answered my question. Carry on.
I don't know, but
Maybe you guys missed it because none of us got fucking tickets. Pokemon Go Fest was this past weekend, and Niantic fucked up so many different things.
Did you hear they had to evacuate it for a while
They,
too?
they evacuated for a while on Saturday for 2 hours where it didn't rain, and then as soon as they allowed them back in, it poured down.
No fucking
But the
way.
Saturday ticket holders get a makeup day. Wherever they are in the world will have special event spawns on whatever day
just for those.
to those
accounts.
accounts.
Okay, here's where I've no.
But
hold
if
on.
you if you log in and click on something right next to you, error 25 and your game crashes.
Fuck them. Yeah, because let's talk about how are they going to be able to make that a fucking thing all over the world from multiple fucking people, but you can't. Fuck that game. There's so many reasons as to why that makes no fucking sense.
What did you do?
Because that's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit.
Knick-knack did it.
Fuck knick-knack. Fuck them. I can't believe they're going to be able to fucking figure out the coding to do that.
They're
But-
not going to be able to.
Oh!
Here's another point. So Horsey was released as a shiny, as you know, and it had a boosted shiny rate of like 1 in 90. And for the first 24 hours, everything possible to be shiny had that boosted rate, and then that was turned off. The first day only had the 1 in 90 for everything.
And then they
Mischievous,
didn't get a single fucking
Growlithe,
shiny.
Magikarp.
Worldwide?
Yeah.
Worldwide. It was supposed to maybe just be at the Grand Park in Chicago.
No, they said they were going to do stuff for it worldwide.
Horsey was worldwide. Everything else shouldn't have been that shiny.
Oh, I thought they said that they were.
I didn't see a fucking
You're
horse.
wrong.
Regardless,
I saw a
didn't
few
get,
Horseys. I
I
didn't
thought-
get any shiny.
I didn't get a
probably
single
didn't
shiny
open
that entire time. I know people who got 3 shinies in a fucking row, and I didn't get a single one. So
Well,
fuck
they
them.
suck, donkey dick.
It's fine. My Pokemon drug dealer has a shiny Horsey for me.
Get the fuck out of here right now.
Doozy.
Where's my Cherubi?
Ew.
Who has it for you? Justin.
Yeah.
You should probably get it because I'm at
Is that
94.
slang for marijuana?
I don't know what that means. Shut
Yes.
You know exactly what,
Indian
what I mean.
marijuana.
After the show.
Peyote?
Cherubi. Not Native American.
Oh,
Racist.
my bad.
Are you okay?
Mumbai.
Really?
Mumby?
Bye.
Mozambique? What?
No, what are those candies? The
Snickers.
Like toffee. No, it's like Mumbai. Look it
no,
up.
they're literally just called toffee.
No, there's certain ones. They come in a fucking thing. Carry on.
Toblerone?
All right, let's go around the horn, see what everybody's doing. But Padre.
Nothing's going on this week.
Frank Ward.
I'm just glad to be here.
You're the only one.
Wasn't invited, but I'm here.
Sure you don't have anything?
Oh, we might do Pokemon D&D this Thursday unless I don't feel like it. Tim.
It was Mamba candy. I was way off.
Those weren't even toffee. Those
Samsonite.
are sour, like,
I don't
they're like
fucking know.
melon laters.
It was kiwi. Ooh, and coconut.
Just go. He's distracted by candy. Piece of candy.
You can buy them at Best Buy, actually.
I can buy them from the candy store online. 24 count for $27.99.
That's a.
It's $1.17 per unit. I can yell out, so something will pick me up.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we can pick you up.
Anyways, yeah, so tune in this Saturday for the next
Told you it
installment of
was
the
a
next installment of the Four Rule Movie Club, where we are doing comedy zombie films.
Commies? Wow.
comedy zombies.
movies. I would have joined in on that.
Actually,
Dragon
I think
Ball
there is
Z.
a movie with Nazi zombie. No, well, Nazis. Never mind.
All
Anyways,
Dragon Ball Z.
So,
It's a
comedy
political
zombie
shit
films.
show.
We are doing Pride, Prejudice, and
The Tree
Zombies,
of Might.
Zombieland,
The Happening.
Shaun of the Dead, and
Split.
what was the fourth one? What did I say was the fourth one?
Godzilla.
No.
Warm Bodies?
Yes, thank you. This Saturday, it
Asshole.
might be a little bit later than 8 o'clock, so we'll see what happens.
We watch them.
8-ish.
There won't be air conditioning.
No.
There won't.
Is there no
Next
air
Monday it
conditioning
gets
right
fixed.
now? Is that
Yeah.
why it's warm? I thought I was just
So I'm gonna bring a
Did you,
broke.
did you trip
fan
over
or
3 fans coming in?
six. I'm gonna bring in a couple fans
Should've.
also.
Yeah, it broke. It won't be fixed till next Monday.
Fun with that, guys.
Was that the tornado?
Maybe.
Nah,
I
it
realize
broke
nobody can probably
beforehand.
hear my questions, but
I broke beforehand, and then the line freezes over.
my voice was stolen. I'm like Ariel.
Exactly like her.
Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dace Man Show. Follow us on Twitter at the Dace Man Show. Follow me on Twitter at the Dace Man.
Follow me on Twitter at Not the Dace Man.
I knew it! Anyway, we got an Instagram. Hasn't been updated since the Game-a-thon. Speaking of things not updated since the Game-a-thon,
Rick Ward.
DaceManShow.com. Oh.
I mean,
I don't know where else updates would go.
I think you know.
What?
That's right.
Um,
All right, sorry, go ahead.
follow us here on twitch.tv/DaceMan and Friends. Give us a heart, subscribe, do what you got to do. We got a follower tonight.
Woo! You probably already unfollowed.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
You're welcome.
Gibby walked in the chat and everyone's like, fuck this shit. And other than that, we'll be here Thursday with D&D, but back here next Tuesday.
Back.
maybe we can film D&D somewhere else on Thursday.
Where?
I don't know, but I'm gonna overheat.
Okay, so we'll just do it and she doesn't have to show up. I kill her evening. I stab its neck.
I'll allow it because the universe is ending.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I mean, this has been, no. It's about on par. 13's where we usually kill the,
Right, and we're 1 out of 8 gyms done.
yeah.
And we're on route 3 out of like 26, so it's over.
It's gonna be a good time. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Did I turn it down way too low? Usually it's here. Whoa. I like it. Anyway, thank you for tuning in for the few. For my chickens. For the proud. And for the Dace-tacular. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.